Okay, so this is a mock interview. Okay, this is a mock interview. It means like it is a warm up
Like,
session that you can say, right, before the actually sit for an interview. And this is gonna be help you because I'm gonna fire the rapid questions on you, and as well as the questions would be more tricky and difficult because you are not a you know I would say the fresh candidate because you have exposure as well, right? So you can expect the tricky and difficult and even complex questions as well.
okay, sir.
Okay, and so we'll ask questions. So it will be for next 25 to 30 minutes, right? So it's
Okay.
like you're on a hot seat, and up to at the end of this interview process, mock interview process, so we'll do evaluate as well. So what needs to be improved?
Okay.
Okay, because
So,
that is important for us.
okay.
And after that, so you will have a 10 minute, so where you can raise your questions, so where you are expecting some I would say the answers or understanding about that particular concept. So what, because already I had sent you a number of the resources or materials, and I believe you have gone through it already.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sure.
so let's start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hi Manohar, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm doing good, sir. Thank you. And how
Okay,
about you, sir?
yeah, I'm doing well. How was the Diwali? Because recently it's a
Yes.
festive time, so
Yes, it's went awesome. Being spending with family. It's great experience. So shared our happiest moments with them.
okay. So what are you doing nowadays?
Actually,
Because
I
you
have.
left the job and you're looking for a job, so I would like to hear something about your
Yeah, I'm
recent.
just upgrading myself, learning new concepts from the YouTube, and somewhere I have starting reading books, so newspapers, daily analysis, what exactly happening in the.
Okay,
So
what are you learning?
majorly I'm learning on private equity, sir. The core I want to diversify. Actually, I used to work in a previous company in like the trade settlement side. So now I'm trying to move private equity industry. So from on those I'm trying to learn, sir. I'm keeping focusing on very much. Those are
Okay,
very excited for me to learn.
okay,
Yes.
great. Because private equity is something which is booming in India, and you're learning that. This is really good to hear this from you.
Yes, sir. I feel that the industry is growing much than what we are expecting.
Yes, because
So
nowadays you can see some massive growth in this industry
yes, sir.
because most of the businesses they are shifting their delivery center from Ireland or UK European side to India because we
Yes,
have a huge labor force. Okay,
yes, sir.
great.
And they have good what to say, sir. They are very smart people, sir, because they'll hire for us very less amount, and they'll take services from us. Whereas compared to other countries, they take much salaries than us, because the countries will follow the standard amounts. But whereas for India, we will not follow. I think so. Thing is that if I'm not wrong, because we need employment, sir. Employment, right? So that may be a main reason to allowing other companies to into India.
Yes, because there are a number of factors drives. Okay,
Fact.
not only
Yes.
one.
Yes,
There
sir.
are a number of things that drives more.
There are many factors influence, right, sir? You are right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the most important question is, what do you bring here today for us?
Can I hear again, sir?
What you
What is
bring here today for us?
for us to yeah, make an interview, sir, by you,
Hmm. Sorry.
to conduct an interview between you and me, sir.
No, I'm asking from this organization perspective. What you bring here today because you treat me as an interviewer.
Yes, sir. That's all.
So my
So,
question is, I'll reiterate again if you want, what you bring here today for us?
you're asking that what am I bringing to you, right? Sir?
Yes, what you're bringing or what you're purchasing, what you are carrying for
Yeah, yeah,
us.
I am carrying to in the organization my knowledge, sir, and where I can showcase and where I can improve and which I do myself where industry organization will take from services from me. So that's knowledge I'm bringing, sir.
Any specific knowledge that you would like to highlight?
Specifically, I'm from finance background. I'm good at finance knowledge, sir, and moreover accountings and some part of derivatives, cryptocurrencies, price, petrol.
Why do you want to work with us?
Yes, sir. See, having knowledge is not enough, sir. Thing is that we need the right platform to expose ourselves, upgrade and increase upgrade ourselves, sir. So that can be. I feel like that your organization. I feel like the right place for me to grow myself.
When I was reading to your profile,
Okay.
just because I just have a one question that I wanted to ask you, because you spent near about 3.5 years with your previous organization, right?
Yes, sir.
So out of the BAU, business as usual, or the normal business transactions, what did you
Okay.
learn extra or other things?
Other than that was my first job, sir. Whereas I don't know the communication, the basic communication, even I don't know. But whereas I have learned certain the time management, the how to behave with people and how to manage people relationships, and whereas even I learned some part of Excel, sir. So those are my new things. But yes, as per industry, I have learned much. I feel like personally and knowledge wise also, I have learned much. Sir.
Okay, great. Let's jump on the technical questions.
Yes. Okay, sir.
You mentioned there about the you have a good hands on a fund accounting or NAV calculation part and all.
Yes, sir.
Why the NAV is important or NAV calculation is important, and why do we do that?
NAV are purely based on market is so if market is grow or fall, rise or fall, at the time every investor wants to know how market affecting their funds, what they are invested. For example, I can say that if I am invested in one company in mutual funds, so I want to know how daily market is affecting my funds. So that is the reason connect with how to say that, to know the daily transactions. So that is the reason NAV very must to know, because that is like every day we need to calculate, right, sir?
Okay, and the one more questions along with the same or to the same, I would say, to the NAB part. If XYZ company announce corporate action,
Okay.
especially name change,
Okay.
will that affect on NAV of that particular fund? Or
Uh, yes, sir. Might be possible, sir. There is chances because uh, how can I say, for example, that can be the one of the strategies, strategy to get popularized or like to name circulated in the market, sir.
okay, so is name change is the monetary corporate action event when
No,
the
no, that is not monetary corporate not monetary things, sir. Just like name change is like how can I say? that can happens only when the merger happens or any acquisitions happens. For example, we have seen that Idea and Airtel has merged, and there is Airtel, sorry, not Airtel, sir, Vodafone and Idea. So now it became VI. Actually, they are separate entities, Idea and
But it
Vodafone.
was a merger, right? They were
Yeah,
merging their capital, they were merging their every
invest.
resource, they were merging their infrastructure. So it means that was a merger.
Yes, sir.
It
But
wasn't
at
a
the
name
same,
change, right?
it was name changed as VI. So
But
it's now
still, they
became.
have their Vodafone and Idea names. They are just togethering, the uniting their names together, right?
Yes, sir.
Combining their names,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Suppose, let's say, so this questions would be on the base of corporate action again. Company
Okay.
want to change their registered office address, location, or address, I would say.
Okay, sir.
Right. For example, the registered office address, for example, let's say the XYZ company is there, XYZ Public Limited, and
Okay.
the XYZ Public Limited company want to relocate their registered office from one location or Mumbai to Bangalore.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So is this a corporate action event, or how do you look to this?
Yes, sir. It is also one of the corporate action, but whereas it will mention in memorandum, sir. Say they are going to change place or name. These all includes in corporate action only, sir. Because for convenient of their business requirements, they would change, sir.
Okay. So again, the next question is, suppose company want to announce something.
Okay.
It's kind of restructuring,
Okay.
right? Restructuring, it could be to announce some other business scale, to announce the expansion of a business, or to announce to create a separate entity of a business.
Okay.
Okay, so such a
Okay.
kind of decisions can be taken in which kind of corporate action event, or which kind of corporate action event can define such a kinds of corporate action events.
When there is changing in capital structure, sir.
Yes, corporate structure or business scale or expansion, or to create a separate entity, or it could be anything.
Yeah, yeah. That separate entity means. What?
Spin off.
Yes, sir. So that's what I'm thinking. The stock can be separated for. So that's I thought, man, sir. Stock split and the spin off. Spin
Not
off, sir.
okay. Okay. If company want to consolidate the number of stocks,
Okay.
if company want to consolidate the number of stock, so is that the stock split event?
Come again, sir. One. Come again, sir.
Hmm?
Can question? Can you ask me again?
If company want to consolidate
Okay.
or reduce the number of shares,
Okay.
so is this the stock split corporate action event?
Yes, sir. That is stock split.
Okay, so tell me about the reverse stock split then. What is the reverse stock split?
Yeah, it is also one kind of corporate action, sir. When share price are going up higher and higher, at the time that is not possible to available all investors, sir. For example, when there are middle class investor, they cannot buy the higher level price share price, right, sir. At the time they will try to reduce the share price, sir. The reason is the whereas if the price is going higher and higher at them, that there might be not possible about liquidity, so that might cause, so the reason they'll reduce the share price, sir. If I can say example wise, if the MRF share price was 50,000, and if they want to reduce, actually, for outstanding shares of thousands, for example, I can say 1,000 share price are outstanding, and the share price was 500 rupees. So still that is only for 5,000 share, 1,000 investors only. At the time they will reduce to 2,000 shares, and the share price will be reduced to 250, sir. But there is no nothing change in capital wise, and everything will be normal, sir.
What about the face value?
Face value will be divided, sir. As per face value, only they will do, sir.
So then is it a
Like,
reverse split or is it a stock split event then?
it happens both kinds, sir.
No. Okay. Anyways, well tried.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So when the dividend received,
Okay.
when the
Then
cash dividend received, will it affect on the NAV of that particular fund?
yes, sir. It will affect, sir.
How? And even would like to hear about if dividend received to you, then what would be the accounting entry for a dividend part?
As a investor basis, you'll receive dividend, right, sir? So dividend account data to bank account.
Hmm?
So dividend account data to bank account. That is a accounting statement for investor wise. For organization wise, bank account, because asset is decreasing, right, sir?
Dividend
So
is it
bank
an asset or is it a part of income?
dividend is part of income, sir. That is revenue, a kind of revenue, but not 100% revenue. Dividend, whereas I'm telling the perspective of bank organizations, sir.
Hmm? Go ahead.
So for organization, the asset is reducing. They are paying from the bank, right, sir? So bank account data to dividend account for organization wise. For the investor, for a point of our view, we are receiving dividend, right, sir? So dividend account data to bank account.
Okay. So what are the major four pillars of a hedge fund or mutual fund business, or that is required, or without that we cannot calculate the net asset value of that particular hedge fund or mutual fund?
Okay.
I'll give a hint.
Okay.
Corporate action is one of that. Apart from corporate actions, what are others?
Just recollecting, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'll tell you that. Trade processing,
Okay.
or another one is again cap stock activity, capital activity, even you can call. Then income part, including fixed income and dividend.
Okay.
Corporate action, trade processing, trade settlement. Then your income activity, cap stock activity, and fees. These are the four major things or element that is required to calculate a net asset value of a XYZ mutual fund or hedge fund. Without that, you cannot calculate.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
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 To be honest, I'm listening new words, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the golden rules of accounting?
Golden rules of accounting are divided into three parts, sir. Personal and real and nominal, sir. Personal is the receiver is the debit and giver is the credit, sir. Whereas the real is all assets are what comes in debit and what goes out credit, sir. And for as nominal, all expenses and losses are debit, sir. And all the profit and losses are profit and gains are credit, sir.
Okay, I have sold securities of rupees 1000, then what, and that is on a credit basis. Okay, then what would be the accounting entry for this particular transaction?
Is sold securities, huh?
Yeah, I have sold a security on credit.
Okay, securities account data to payable account payable.
Can you repeat?
So we have to receivable, sir. Actually, we need to receivable from the XYZ customer. So at the time, that is asset. So at the time, what goes out is securities, sir.
Hmm?
Securities are going out. So at the time going out, securities will be credit, and what comes in, nothing we cannot get, sir. So account receivable account data to securities account.
Mm-hmm. And suppose uh, if if now suppose you're preparing the final statement of your business, then how you gonna be post this particular transactions in the balance sheet, or maybe in the profit and loss account, or maybe in the trading account? How you gonna be post it?
So in the income statement, the cash
Not
transaction is
income
not.
statement, I'm talking about just the trading account, profit and loss account, and your balance sheet.
In the balance sheet we mentioned as a we are payable, sir. So we will mention in the liability side as a creditor, sorry, debitor. So uh, so sir, I need one doubt, sir. Is it possible to write in income statement and balance sheet, right, sir?
See, income statement is for a different purpose.
Yes, sir.
Balance it is for a different purpose. Income statement will help you to calculate the income of your business only. So where
Yes,
you
sir.
can record outgoings and ingoings in the business, and accordingly you can calculate your
Okay.
income. But when we talk about balance it, it's a balance it, it's like a mirror of your business that
Yes.
can present or represent or exposition the entire picture of your particular fund, maybe particular investment that you have, maybe particular business that you are running, right? So that
Yes,
is
sir.
what we include, each and everything: liabilities, assets, tax, debtors, receivables, right? Everything, expenditures, right? Purchase, sales, whatever we have done, everything that we mentioned.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, the trade effect would goes to the trading account, because that we have sold something, right?
Okay.
Because when we sell something, sell would be the credit part of a trading account, so we'll have to mention that, and that is how we gonna calculate the revenue or the gross profit of that particular business.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Start from the scratch. Try to understand the things from the bottom. If you don't have a strong foundation in place, then you cannot build constructions on that particular foundation. Because most of the time, I have raised this concern. Go everywhere, any business, the accounting remains accounting. The rules are remains rules should be anywhere in any businesses. The golden rules of accounting that never gonna be changed anywhere in the world. That would
Okay,
be
sir.
remain there. When you talk about any manufacturing business, when you talk about any other business, when you talk about any retail business, when you talk about an investment business, so the accounting rules will be remain there. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The debit the expenditures and losses, the credit the income and gains, that would be remain there. And without that, you cannot prepare the financial accounting, you cannot prepare even any statement, you cannot apply the accounting treatment. And if you are not able to apply the accounting treatment, it means you cannot prepare your financial statements, and you cannot represent the net value or net profit of your business,
Yes, sir.
and even you
Yeah.
cannot trace the growth of your business or fund even.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so would like to ask last question.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so tell me something about yourself and your experience that you have. And again, so tell me Also that, so your experience, how gonna help me with this particular profile, because I'm hiring for a mutual fund accounting, right? So how that
Yes.
reconciliation experience or your experience gonna help here with this particular profile?
As I told you, Samantha, that was fake experience.
It's a recording, man.
Okay. So actually, the thing is that so hi sir, and I am Manohar, and I am from Hyderabad nearby, and whereas I have born and brought up, and I love to explore my things. Whereas I like to take challenges, whether new things or anything. I like challenges very much because where if I achieve the challenge, I feel very happy. That was my primary thing, and whereas coming to my profile skills, how it match with you is thing is that so always, see, as I have worked on NAV calculations, and your profile was matched with that my skills. So still, I can much learn more over there. And another thing is that this, of course, I would develop myself, and I would try to give my best as much as possible to yeah the respective organization. So that's all about myself, sir.
And what about the experience that you have?
I had experience in NAV calculations and corporate actions.
Okay, so we'll summarize this. We'll conclude to the interview. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. So I just tried myself to be give 100%. Whereas
See, first of all, don't use this word try. Okay.
I'll give my best.
Opportunities are vulnerable, so it means limited.
Okay.
Okay, in this unprecedented time since this pandemic inceptions, we have seen a number of challenges to getting a job in this particular
In,
an
in this.
unprecedented time, right? There are a number of people who are calling to me, they are asking for my help, but still, you know, and you are lucky that you have a number of calls in hand,
Yes, sir.
right? So that means you should work very hard to get a job or to get a place into the organization,
Sure, sir.
right? Because there are people who are waiting for a HR and who are waiting for a, the first round of conversations, who are waiting for a mail, but they are not still getting the mails or communications from the HR department of that particular organization.
Yes, sir. I
And
have
you
been
have
waiting since
that,
1 month and more.
it means you're lucky.
Yes, sir.
So now it's your time to convert that luck into reality. And how you gonna do it? Be serious. Ask one question to yourself: are you ready to get this job, or are you capable to deal with this particular roles and responsibilities? Ask this question. Ask many times: are you ready? Am I ready? Am I ready to get this? Right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
First thing. Second, while answering to the questions, look to the in the eye of interviewer. Okay, so don't look here and there, because this shows that you are not confident whatever you are telling and you are lying.
Okay.
Be serious. Don't smile while answering to the questions, right? It should be like you are very much serious about this particular profile, right? See, if you answer incorrectly, that never gonna lead to the rejection, first of all, because that can be learned, and that is what in every organization that you can see the on the job training that can be
Okay.
pitched to the candidate. The point is the attitude, positive attitude, confidence, communication, the other courtesies that matters, the other modesties that matters most, right? So while answering to the questions, be serious. When someone is asking what you bring here today, so say, greet it well, sir. I'm bringing the experience that I have about the reconciliation, the knowledge that I have about the product, which is mutual fund, right? Apart from that, I have a positive attitude that I'm bringing here, and even I have learned much with my current with my previous organizations that I want to apply in a practical way with your organization. So that is what I would like to be a part of your organization. Why can't you say in this way? This, see what I'm saying, it feels like good, right?
Impressive, yes, sir.
Exactly. Because someone is asking because he's expecting more from you. Why is paying 40,000 or 30,000 per month then to just to reconcile the transactions? In a reconciliation that you can mention, because I have learned there how to do the investigations of a particular break, because to resolve the break is one of the critical task or one of the critical activity in any transactions. What is the meaning of reconciliation? When we process something, we should audit it, we should ensure that whatever processor processed something, so that is processed correctly or with 100% accuracy. Because the finance business, where you can find more and more complexities, so you cannot deliver the service with that particular complexity. So there should someone who can verify it, who can acknowledge it, so they have processed each and everything correctly. That is
Okay.
what the reconciliation people do their job. And that is the reason you should know about the corporate actions as well. You should know about the trade processing as well. You should know about trade booking, trade settlement, income, tax, allocation. You should know about each and everything, because you can see such breaks in the recon process.
Yes, sir.
And when you see the break, there would be a number of therapies that you can find with the different organizations.
Okay.
Maybe suppose you see the break, first of all you need to investigate from your end, and once you're done with the investigation you need to report it to the respective team. It could be, suppose you done with the investigation and you are at like stage where you found that this particular break is from a corporate action team, right? Maybe the reverse split was announced but that not been posted to the respective particular account, and that is what you are saying the break. That could happen, right? So
Yes.
your responsibility is once do the investigation and report it to the respective team and get it done that particular job from their end to match your particular transactions. Otherwise your reconciliations cannot be complete.
Okay, sir.
Correct? So such a things that you can highlight to the panel, because this is
Okay.
important. In spite of that, whatever you have, you should always take care of the demand or the requirement of the panel.
Okay. Okay, sir.
And if you are not aware about it, for example, they might be some time we see that unexpected questions can be asked in the interview, and even sometime that happen like you are not aware about it and you didn't hear anywhere before this also happened, but there is a way to deal with such a situation as well. Say that, sir, I'm really sorry, or I apologize because this is something new for me, but I would like to take this as areas of improvement for me, and definitely I'll work on it and I'll learn it, because I'm open to learn. You always, and even I would love to learn the new things as well. So I'll take this as a feedback from this interview. Say this, greet it. It will lead to the shortlist your profile for the further round.
Um,
As I mentioned, if you answer 2 to 3 questions incorrectly, I'm talking of not correctly, still nobody can reject your profile.
okay.
If you are dedicated, if you are serious, if you are you're hungry, or to get a job, then that is fine,
Okay, sir.
right? And another thing, so already I have sent the material to you about the
Yes, sir.
mutual fund accounting. Read about the trade processing, read about the corporate actions, their dates, because I know, because I didn't ask much about the entire things. The reason is because you're not prepared well, honestly. Otherwise, the candidate who is in front of me, he cannot speak even one line if I start to ask questions to that particular candidate. Okay, and the
Okay.
same situation even you can expect in the interview as well. Because
Okay.
the manager, see, first of all, the most important thing is why we're asking these questions to you. That doesn't mean we are not aware about that particular questions, and that is what we are asking this question to you. No, because at the field you can see such questions, you can see the same, the subject. That is what we also want to know, whether you are aware about this particular things or not, and what is your understanding. And suppose you are aware about it, then what is your understanding about that particular product? That is actually we are looking for.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
When the questions maybe, and the tentative questions, if we say, you can expect questions on a dividend part, you can expect questions on an NAV part, you can expect questions on the corporate action part. Read about the stock split and reverse split, because whatever explanation that you have given, that was totally incorrect about the stock split and reverse split. Whatever explanation that you have provided about the name change and the address change, even that was also incorrect, because we have a very short time, so we cannot discuss entire things, right? So
Okay.
in the material itself that you can find each and everything, there is a one more, there is one PDF that is for a corporate action. You can read that as well.
Okay.
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 And yes, the material that is enough for the this particular for a mutual fund interview. So just please read it carefully, read it twice, thrice, and then write it down your doubt somewhere, so we can discuss on that as well. And after this, I'll help you how to answer to the questions, not in these sessions, because we don't have much time, so we
Yeah.
cannot cover entire things, but for a next interview,
Yes.
definitely we'll do some plan. If you want a result, then do
Yes.
hard. If you want immediate
Yeah.
job, then double your efforts. If you are
Okay,
sitting
sir.
4 hours, then start to sit 8 hours, 8 hours in a day. If you are reading this
Okay.
any particular book, then try to read it twice, thrice in a particular time.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
And okay, last 5 minutes that you have. So any questions or any doubts that you would like to, you know, that you are looking for answers from my side.
Yes, sir. Sir, did you shut down that recording, sir?
Yes.
I was after.